Anagrams of words can also be phrases. For example, moonstarer is an anagram of astronomer, and voices rant on is an anagram of the two words conversation and conservation. Note that the spaces in the phrases are ignored. So we're going to have to take that or do something with the spaces in the word. And this might hark back to your project when you were data cleaning, bringing in the stuff from the microbit. Can you remember that method that you used? So we'll have a look at that in a moment, but extend the program so that it prompts the user to enter a phrase, and the program should display two additional messages to say whether or not word 1 is an anagram of the phrase and whether or not word 2 is an anagram of the phrase. So some example outputs are shown below, and you could use this data to test your program. So the example outputs we've got going on here, so this is the stuff we had so far, but basically we're going to enter a phrase, silence of the lambs, and then you're going to say, right, the first word there, listen, is not an anagram of silence of the lambs. And of course, the second word, silent, is not an anagram of silence of the lambs. Similarly here for this one, you're going to take in the word conversation, or words, conversation, conservation. They're anagrams of each other, but again, that's going to be the stuff we'll have done so far. But then you'll take in the phrase, voices rant on, and conversation is an anagram of voices rant on. So remember the space is going to be gone there, and that look, it's the same as we move on astronomer moonstarer. So we'll test them when the time comes to it. Just before we start here, to understand a couple of things we're going to need to use in this one. So we're going to need to use the dot replace method, and basically on a string, when we take in our phrase, the dot replace method is going to look for a space. So X will be the space, and replace X with nothing, with a blank. And so let's get on to that first of all anyway, and let's take in our phrase from the user. So phrase is equal to input, enter a phrase. And that should be nice. We'll just print the phrase just to make sure that we're going through everything all right. So doesn't matter what I use here, and now the phrase is going to got holy cow Batman or something. Holy cow Batman. Right, so holy cow Batman is being printed out, but we're going to start off here now straight away and remove the spaces in Batman. So maybe we put in here phrase no spaces. And we're going to make that equal to, we'll take our phrase, that's the string phrase, and we're going to use the dot replace method, and it takes two arguments, X and Y, X being the space that we want to replace, so you can see there, space that we want to replace with what? Well, we want to get rid of it, so put nothing in between the brackets, and that will do that. Now let's try it again. So, and into doesn't matter. Enter a phrase, holy cow Batman again. Holy cow Batman has been just printed. Oh, we wanted to print out phrase, no spaces. So let's get it now. And again, doesn't matter what that is. Holy cow Batman. Alright, so spaces have now been removed. And now we go down here and we need to do our if statement. So if phrases no spaces is the same as word 1. I can see loads of errors we're going to have here straight away, but print word 1. Not errors, this would work, I'd say, but is an anagram of phrase, no, or just phrase. That'd be grand there. And similarly else here, and let's grab that fella and just change it to is not an anagram of phrase. Alright, so let's test it out. So first couple of things here, we've got blah, 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 and then we're going to say holy cow Batman. And you can see phrase no spaces is not defined. Phrase no spaces I'd call it phrases. It should be phrase, no space. Just watch out for little typos. Again, anything you want there. Holy cow, Batman. Just to test here. And holy blah 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 is not an anagram of holy cow, Batman. So alright, seems to kind of work there for the first one. But as we'll see here now, if we go for something like conservation and conversation, two of them will be anagrams of each other, and then voices rant on. Now it should be an anagram, so there it is, all the spaces removed. Conversation is not an anagram of voices rant on. So what we need to do a couple of things. The first thing we need to do is we need to sort the phrases with the phrase with no spaces. We need to sort it, and we're going to do that using the sorted function on lists. So this returns a new list with the L items sorted. So let's throw in here, and this was of course already in the question, sorted, and we'll do that with the other one. And now we'll go again here and hit Control and L. So we'll do the one we know here, conversation, conservation. Bang, they're anagrams of each other, and voices rant on. Removing the spaces, we should get an anagram. Oh, and they're not. And why is that? Well, the reason for it, and to see this, I'm actually just going to print out. I'm going to grab this fella here and show you why they're not. There's one other thing we didn't do, and it's up. We've done it already in the question, but I just want to show you the sorted here. And I will show you the other fella as well, word 1. Just show you the two of these. So print that, and let's get in conversation and conservation. Hit enter, hit phrase, voices, rant on. And now look at how the sorted list here returns the phrase as a list, all sorted, small a, capital C, E. So it sorts it there. But as you can see here, in the next one you have a capital, and therefore it's not sorted. It does the capitals, sorts them first and then the small letters. So what we need to do is we need to change to either lowercase or uppercase, and then we will be sorted here. So I can take out that print as well. We'll leave it in for the moment. But if I just do this, we will be sorted now. Change to lowercase like above, and everything then will be lowercase. And I'll just burst through that there and Control now to clear my shell. And here we go here with keep that letting me down. So conversation, conservation, voices rant on, like mine, and conversation is an anagram of voices rant on. I'm going to get rid of this fella now. Don't need him anymore. Bring that fella, join them up together. Run it again with the other test we need to do. I think it's astronomer, moon, and we need moon starer. An astronomer is an anagram of moon starer. Of course, we should check with the last one there. I think it was silent. Listen, they're anagrams of each other, but then we go silence of the lambs. And of course, silent is not an anagram of silence of the lambs. So that is how you do A part 6.